Hey kids camp leaders, I'm John McLennan. I'm the lead children's pastor here at CT Church, and my wife Crystal and I are also the kids camp directors. And I just wanted to check in with you guys and give you a little video introductory. Maybe it's your first year at camp, maybe you're a veteran, and we just have a few updates for this year. First of all, before we get started, I just wanted to share a quote with you that I read recently by C.S. Lewis. And he said that children are not a distraction from the more important work. They are the most important work. And so I want to thank you first off here for giving of your time this summer to invest in the life of children. So here's just a few details for you real quick as we get started. Safety. Safety is our number one priority at kids camp. We can't have a good time. We can't have kids hearing from God if we don't have a safe environment. Right below this video we have a link to a training, child protection training video that's a requirement, state requirement for those that serve at a kids camp. And so please watch that and then download the few questions that go along with that. And please fill out all the questions, put your name on it, and give it to your children's pastor. And those will need to be turned in because we need those on file. So when we're at camp here, basically each leader is going to have 3 to 4 kids in your group. And then within the cabins, there's going to be 2 groups together. So there'll be 2 adults and 6 to 8 children in each cabin. And so make sure to stay with your kids the entire time. Say it with me, stay with my kids. All right, don't let them run off by themselves. Stay with them, stay as a group. Even if you guys need to take a restroom break, something like that, go as a group and just stay together. It's a small group. You can pick your activities together, but stay together. Don't just let a child run off and say, oh yeah, go ahead, go do that. Stay together. Next is wear your camp t-shirts. Everyone's going to get 2 shirts, and the first day for the evening service we'll wear the turquoise shirts, and then all of the next day on Tuesday we'll wear our turquoise shirts as well. And this helps us to visually just see all of our groups together. When you're in the water park, they are able to take their shirts off for the water park, but make sure that when you're outside of the water park to have those shirts. Tuesday evening we'll be switching for dinner, and the evening service will be switching to our green shirts, and then all of Wednesday we'll be wearing our green shirts. There are lifeguards at the pool, but outside of that, if you have a situation, we have Brad and Kim Hawthorne are coming with us as our camp nurses. Brad is a firefighter in Houston, the famous firefighter in Houston, and they do an excellent job every year with our first aid. And so in your packet when you arrive at camp, you'll be getting a backpack with your shirts, and all the leaders will also be receiving a first aid emergency card, and it has Brad and Kim's contact information and their cabin number, and it also has my cell phone number and my cabin number if you need us in any emergency situations. Also, make sure to never be alone with a child. We have 2 adults in the cabins for a reason. Make sure not to get on a one-on-one situation with any kid, and that is to protect you. We want to keep our kids safe, but that it's also protect you. So make sure that it's always a group scenario going on. Sleeping arrangements. In each cabin, on the first floor there is a queen size bed, and that will be for the 2 adults in their sleeping bags to sleep in. Adults are not allowed to sleep in the same area as the kids. Keep an eye and make sure that all the children are sleeping in their sleeping bags and not sharing sleeping bags with other children. Medicine. We have some kids that will be having medicine with them this year, and the parents will be filling out a medication form, the instructions, and also putting it in a Ziploc bag with their name on it. Each group leader, since you only have 3 or 4 kids, you will be responsible to help them with their medicine. If you have any issues with that, or you're not comfortable with that, or there's something that you don't understand with a medication, please contact Brad Hawthorne, our camp nurse, right away, and he can assist you with that. What about my Facebook posts? All right, we want to be very careful. Yes, it's fun taking pictures and all that kind of stuff, but for safety and also to not freak out parents, make sure that if you are posting anything, make sure that it's a group picture and that you do not attach any kids' names to it. If a parent decides to tag themselves, that's fine, but don't put any names out there. Make sure it's a group picture, not individual children. And also think through, make sure that it's a fun, safe picture, not like, oh look, the kids are laying underneath the bus, isn't this cool? Or they're eating cockroaches. No, that's going to freak parents out, okay? We want to make sure that we present that this is an awesome, fun, safe environment. And you also will be getting, this is last year's, but similar to this, the camp iPad. It's a little booklet, and there's a lot of fun stuff in here for the kids. But just a couple things to make you aware of as a leader. First of all is the schedule. All right, there's a schedule as well as a camp map. All of the cabins that we will be in will be here in the Cindy Circle, and that's also in the middle at the pavilion. There's where all of our eating and morning devotions will be as well. So you got your schedule in here, make sure to follow that. And a big thing is that before dinner we want to be ready for the evening services, and so make sure that all the kids are ready for the evening service before they go to dinner. And then immediately following dinner we're going to be loading up the buses to drive to the Cowboy Church for our evening services. So camp schedule. Another thing that's in here too is going to be your afternoon devotionals. Okay, so before dinner time when the kids go back, it helps get them out of the sun, and it also helps just kind of wind down. But make sure to make use of that devotional. Go through that with the kids. Just some question and answers, and that's a great time to connect with them in a spiritual aspect, and also to prep them for the evening service. Also, every year at camp is hot, so please make sure, please make sure that there's water going through those kids all the time, and sunscreen and water should be a common thing going on every hour at camp. So we provide the food and the snacks, and we also provide water, so make sure to be grabbing water so that you're stocked up in your cabin and throughout the day, so that water and sunscreen are constantly going. We don't want to be fighting dehydration and sunburn. Thanks again for giving your time this summer to come to camp and invest in the life of kids, and it's going to be an awesome time, and we look forward to seeing you there very soon.